She-Rag got me. It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up next, it's the Jets' versatile running back. He had a great week last week. Well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Jets and the Chargers on Monday night.
Beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Looking to throw on second down. Decker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Decker. Flood pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. 18 yards there, and it'll be first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A gain of 7 that time, second and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two, wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from the 1. Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 2, here's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Weston, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on fourth and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Decker. Flushed out right.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll roll him out right. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. After 1, 7-0. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Looking to throw. Weston. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shepard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight end.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Open net is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing on 1st down. Weston. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers have moved out in front.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A beautiful spin and room to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Shepard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field with was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, it's Shepard. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Decker got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Decker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Clement, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st down, Weston nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him roll too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Weston. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weston. That's complete. It's Collins.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To throw on second down. Weston. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Off the play fake. Weston out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Back to throw. Weston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on third down. Weston.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Decker.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On third down, Decker. Fighting to stay upright. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Weston.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Weston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Weston got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Decker. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Free kick out of bounds.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Decker. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Baron Browning from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time today. Kick going toward the sideline, and this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weston. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Weston. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll work this down inside the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 2nd down now, it's Shepard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3
Looking to throw. Decker. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Decker. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Shepard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Lazard.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Decker. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Weston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Weston. Got an open man. That's Campbell.
And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards. And the Chargers.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Off-play action. Weston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Weston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Decker. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be well short of the first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. A little juke.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players